Can you really get pregnant if you have PCOS? I've had so many women ask this, sometimes with hope, sometimes with frustration, and often with fear. The answer is yes. But like most journeys in a woman's health, the real story lies in how you approach it. Many women with PCOS conceive naturally or with help. If you are someone with PCOS, confused, anxious, or even panicking inside, just take a deep breath. You are not alone. And yes, many women with PCOS go on to have a healthy baby. In today's video, I will walk you through the facts, the tests, and the real world solutions, and what truly helps to improve your fertility outcome if you are trying to conceive with PCOS. Now, understanding PCOS and fertility. Let us begin with what is actually happening inside your body. PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome is actually a hormonal imbalance. It causes irregular ovulation or sometimes no ovulation at all. And that is the reason why periods are irregular, skipped, or sometimes unpredictable. You may also experience symptoms like acne, facial hair, weight gain, mood swings, which can be because of excessive androgen or insulin resistance. Now, why does this affect pregnancy? Because ovulation is step 1 of conception. If your body is not releasing egg regularly, chances of you conceiving naturally decreases. But here is the truth. Many women with PCOS have healthy eggs. The cycle just needs a nudge. What tests actually help? Now, before jumping into the treatment, we need clarity. That comes from these 3 diagnostic tools. First is the hormonal panel. We check your FSH, LH, thyroid, prolactin, AMH, insulin, and testosterone levels. This helps us understand your ovulatory reserve and also your ovulation rhythm. We do a pelvic ultrasound to check your ovarian size, follicular count, and endometrial thickness. Third, insulin resistance is the major culprit behind hormonal disruption and PCOS, and therefore checking insulin and glucose levels is also very important. No 2 PCOS cases are same, and therefore your treatment should be tailored to your needs. Natural changes that makes a difference. What can you do to help your body? These are some proven changes. Nutrition. Switch to high fiber, low GI food. Think of sabzi, dal, brown rice, and nuts. Reduce processed food, sugar, which can trigger insulin spikes. Movement. Brisk walking of 30 to 40 minutes every day can reduce your insulin resistance and improve ovulation. Stress and sleep. High cortisol is equal to hormonal chaos. Try yoga, journaling, or even 20 minutes of screen-free time before sleep. Supplements. Folic acid and myoinositol are the major support, but always consult your doctor before starting this. These steps may sound small, but over 3 to 6 months, they will significantly help your body to start spontaneous ovulation and you to get pregnant. Fertility treatment options. Once you are ready to start trying, your gynecologist will help you find the correct path forward. For some, lifestyle changes alone, better nutrition, sleep, and movement are sufficient to trigger natural ovulation. For others, we may explore ovulation induction medications, tracking cycles through ultrasound, hormonal therapy, and in certain cases, IUI and IVF. The earlier we plan this journey, the better we can tailor it to you. Your healthcare team should create a stepwise, affordable plan based on your goals. When should you seek help? If you are under 30 years of age and have been planning for 12 months, or if you are more than 30 years of age and have been planning for 6 months, please don't wait. You don't have to go through this all alone. If you are having irregular cycles or you are unsure about your ovulation, please consult your gynecologist. Early intervention saves time, cost, and most important, your emotional energy. Here are some of the simple things which you can do. Start tracking your cycles even if they are irregular. Check your insulin, vitamin D, and thyroid levels. Eat high fiber, low sugar foods like a roti sabzi over a packaged cereal. Find movement which you enjoy like walking, swimming, or dancing. Prioritize sleep and stress care. They matter more than you think. And most importantly, consult a doctor who understands PCOS in context, because PCOS in Indian women can look and behave differently than in Western population. Conclusion: if you have been told it is impossible, I want you to unhear it. If you have been trying for a while and nothing has worked, I want you to pause and not panic, because everybody is different, and with the right roadmap, we often find hope where we least expect it. Your fertility journey is not a race, it is a guided walk, and I'm here to walk it with you. If you have found this helpful, share it with someone who is navigating PCOS. If you would like to see a full video on PCOS diet plan or ovulation induction explained, please comment below. Subscribe for more videos that put women's health at center with honesty, warmth, and zero shame. I'm Dr. Swadha. I am here to walk with you one step at a time.